Hi there, Jen Roque here from StampCampWithJen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. Happy Labor Day. This is going to be a fun treat holder project video today. I know we're just now celebrating Labor Day, but I actually have a Halloween project for you today. And as you can see, I'm all ready for Halloween. So it's hard to see, my shirt has little Halloween cups on it too. So I think I'm too close to the camera for you to be able to see it just in the frame, but I went shopping today for all kinds of Halloween stuff. I'm in full Halloween mode. I've been looking for candy and all kinds of stuff. So I am just ready to go. And now that Labor Day's here and we're into September, all the fall, the pumpkin stuff is coming out. I feel like it's definitely acceptable to do Halloween crafts and cards. So we're gonna make a fun Halloween craft today, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. It's one that's super easy. You could make a bunch of them for like a party or have your kids or grandkids help you with it. I think they would love it. It's gonna be really, really fun. So we'll do that here in just a second. But what are you guys doing to celebrate Labor Day? Are you doing anything special? Having a cookout? Getting together with friends or family? I usually host, but for some reason this year I keep forgetting it's Labor Day. I kept, thinking, oh, when's the mail coming? Oh, wait, it's Labor Day. Or even though my son's home with me, I still cannot remember that it's Labor Day all day today. I keep thinking it's Tuesday or, just a different day altogether. So as you join, please don't forget to say hello and share this video with your crafty friends and invite them to join with us. I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we'd love to have your friends and you come back and join us again. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and we'll get into a couple things and then we'll get into today's fun project. And this project does use a bundle that's coming out on Wednesday with a new catalog. So it's kind of a sneak peek project too. So it'll be really fun. All right, here. So, you might have gotten a little preview of something there. All right. So before we get started, I just want to remind you guys, I am offering a product share for the new catalog. This catalog right here, our mini catalog. Many of you should have gotten it in the mail. If you haven't gotten it yet, please let me know. I think Stampin' Up! Said you should give until the 8th, which is Friday, but if you're one of my customers and you think you should be getting one of these catalogs, please let me know and I'll try to figure out what's going on, okay? But Stampin' Up! Says September 8th is when we should start calling them if you haven't gotten your catalog. So like I said, I am offering the product shares. I have 4 different shares. I have a ribbon and embellishment share, a 6x6 paper share, a 6x12 paper share, which is the first time I'm doing that one. It's been very popular. I've gotten a few requests, so I'm trying that one this time. And then I have a deluxe share where you get the ribbon and embellishment share, and then you get to choose the 6x6 or 6x12. And that deluxe share is the best option because you get free shipping with it too. So today's the last day to contact me to sign up and pay for that. If you're watching the replay and it's Tuesday morning and you think, oh shoot, I really want to get on that, go ahead and send me an email. We can work it out. I just need to get the payment as soon as possible if you're going to sign up Tuesday morning, because Wednesday I need to have all the money in and everything to try to do the orders for the product shares, okay? Hi, Kay. Thanks so much for sharing my video. I really appreciate that. All right, and then like I said, this catalog, Wednesday's the day you'll be able to start ordering from here. And also on Wednesday, we are going to have a special release of designer series paper. This is so cool. So there are 5 different designer series papers that are coming out. These are going to be in the online exclusives. I'll have a link in the blog post with where to go to find the online exclusives. But Wednesday morning, this is when these get released. These are really cool. These are like glimmer papers that are adhesive. I think these are going to sell out really quickly. There's a little Christmas pack. There's 2 Christmas packs in here. This one looks like it goes with the, I think it's called the Textured Florals bundle. It's very, very pretty. And then there's some tartan plaid down here. So there's 5 different designer series papers that are coming out, okay? And these are only going to be in the online exclusive. So if you're planning on placing an order Wednesday morning, make sure to head over to those online exclusives first and check these out in case you want to add these to your order, okay? Hi, Sue Stone. I saw you pop in on there. Thanks for joining. I wish that they would give demonstrators a preview of this because I would have loved to see some of these to be able to show you guys in person. But some of these products, it seems like with the online exclusives in particular, they want to release it to everybody. So that's good. I mean, it gives everybody a fair chance, but I'm really hoping to get my hands on that glimmer paper that's adhesive. That's always really cool when you can get stuff that's already sticky. All right. And then my last little tidbit here. So I wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. I announced it earlier at the beginning of the month. I am so close again to earning an incentive trip, which less than 1% of demonstrators do this. I have to put that little caveat in there. But I am so close, and I really, really appreciate you guys' tremendous support all year long. And I'm also giving you guys a little incentive this month to help give me that extra kick I need to get the incentive trip. So when you place an order with me, you can place as many orders as you want, but if you place an order with me and use my host code, I have different tiers here that you can earn. So if your order is at least $30, you can earn an embellishment or ribbon of your choice. $50 will earn an embossing folder, $100 or more will earn a stamp set, and $150 or more will earn dies. Now, some things I want to mention, these are not cumulative. It's whatever bracket you land in is that item that you're going to earn. So if you hit the 50 plus, then you get the embossing folder. If you go over 100, then you only get the stamp set. You don't get the stamp set, embossing folder, and ribbon and embellishment. It's only one thing, okay? And also, you must use the host code to earn these gifts, even if your order is over $150, because you're getting free items. Dies can be up to $40. So you're getting a free item with your order. So that's why you have to use your host code, okay? And then something else I'm doing that's really fun is for every $50 increment in an order, I'll put your name into a little drawing that I have going on. And once I get to $1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway for a free suite of your choice from the new mini catalog. So whoever's name I pick, you get to pick the suite that you want, and I will order it and have it sent to you. I'll announce it on Facebook, but I'll also email the winner, and you'll have till the end of the month to let me know what you want. Now, if you don't win, your name will stay in the bucket for the next drawing. So if I get up to 2,000, then I'll do another drawing, and your name, if you were in that first row of people, your name will just stay in the pot for the next drawing. Okay. So you'll still have a chance to win. And for that too, you can also place as many orders as you want to be placed in the drawing. But now I have to put this too, and it's on the blog post. You don't have to make a purchase to enter to win. You can just make a comment on my blog post for here, and your name will be entered into the drawing as well. Okay, it's no purchase is necessary to be entered into that drawing. But you can get multiple chances. Like if you have a $200 order, you would get 4 entries into that giveaway. Okay. All right. So that's my updates for today. Now, let me show you these adorable treat holders that we're going to make. Aren't these so cute? I was putting these together and I was like, oh my gosh, I love these so much. So they fit a fun size candy bar inside. So this is what I put. And the little Dracula one, I found the little paydays. Now this one, I had these ghoulish green Snickers, but I want to show you, these are not the same size. These are a lot smaller. Even though the bag says fun size, they're a lot smaller than these fun size paydays. So if you buy candy for these, just keep that in mind that not all fun size candies are the same. This says it's 0.7 ounces, and I'm not sure how big the Snickers are supposed to be, but the ones that are 0.7 ounces fit in here perfectly. So if you can find one that's about the same size, I mean, there's still a little bit of room, but they fit more like I think they're supposed to fit in here, okay? All right, so we are gonna make the little Dracula one. And like I said, let me show you the bundle. So this is the bundle we're using today. This is that Tricks and Treats it's on page 50, I believe, of the mini catalog. It's got the little Dracula and the Frankenstein, which we made. It's got a little like haunted house that you can use. The little ghosts, you can have eek, the little tombstones, trick or treat, some stars and bats. They're super, super cute. And then the little dies cut out a ghost, the word boo. You've got the die cut for the house, a little candy corn die cut. We've got Frankenstein's head die cut here. And then we're gonna need this one, Dracula's head. And then the little tag, I think, is supposed to go with that eek. And then, or there's two of them actually, I never noticed that. And then these little guys, so this piece right here makes a bag. I haven't done it yet, but that's what this piece is for. I think you cut out two of them and put them together, and that makes a little treat bag. And then, whoops, can't get this back on. And then these little pieces are what you use to die cut the ribbon holes. So there's like a thinner one and a thicker one, like with bigger holes for bigger, thicker ribbon. And then this little piece is a little jagged edge that you can use to make the wavy edge for the bag. So lots of cool possibilities with this. My mom made a really cute box with this, and she said she's gonna share the dimensions with me at some point. I know a couple people have asked me if she's gonna give up the dimensions. People that saw my mini catalog preview with her, she shared that box. She said she is gonna give me the dimensions eventually, so I know she's working on it, so we'll get that soon. Okay, so let's go over a couple things here. So I wanted to show you this. I played around with this a bunch yesterday. So you may notice the bottom here, you can kind of see the green on the top. So these bottom two, I stamped the face first. So this like flat stamp here, this is for Dracula, this isn't the Frankenstein one, but I stamped that first and then tried to go over and line up. Or no, I did it the other way. Hold on. I'm lying. I'm sorry. So I did the hair first on these two on the bottom, and then I tried to line up the green, which is Parakeet Party, by the way. And when I did that, it was hard to line it up. So if you do the face first, which we're gonna do here, the face first, and then do the darker hair and everything over the top of it, it's a lot easier to line up. And that's what I did on these top two. And you can see it lines up a lot better that way. Now, the reason I didn't use these, I used basic gray on these, but as you can see, comparatively, I actually did use Tuxedo Black Memento ink here and basic gray, and it's a little bit more faded with the basic gray. It's not too noticeable, so if you wanted to use the basic gray ink pads because they do stamp a little smoother than the Tuxedo Black, by all means do it. You won't really notice it that much of a difference, okay? All right, so, and then I wanna show you too. So with the Frankenstein stamp, I don't know if you can see it. Here, let's try to move this. Is that easy to see? No, not really. Let's try this. So let's see. No, that's even worse. Okay, so with the Frankenstein head, it's all one piece for the face and the head. But for Dracula here, we've actually got two separate pieces for his face. So that's part of the reason I wanted to make this one for the video, so I can show you how I lined up all this stuff. Now you could definitely stamp them one at a time, but if you're gonna make a bunch of them for like a party or a class or something, it's obviously more convenient to stamp it one time and not have to stamp a bunch of times. So what I did, and I'll show you real quick. So you just wanna take, we're using Smoky Slate for his face, because you know, Dracula looks kind of gray and dim. So I'm just gonna stamp it on my little work surface here. And then what I did was I just lined where his hair would go over the top of his head. And then I lined up his eyes and mouth and everything right below it. And once you get that where you want it, you just take your stamp and get the two of them together like that. And now you'll just stamp one time and you'll be good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I brought out my Stampin' Pierce mat because anytime you have a solid flat photopolymer stamp, it's so much better to stamp with that Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. It'll help it get a nice smooth finish here. So we're gonna do, like I said, the face first. Okay, we did that in Smoky Slate is what we used for his face. And then for his hair and his mouth and everything, we're gonna use Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Okay, and this will make it a lot easier to line up the face and the hair and everything. See? And now we don't have any excess where it shouldn't be, so that was really easy. It's all lined up, one stamp, and you're good to go, okay? So put that aside here, and we're gonna get out our die. So when I was doing this last night, yes, I made these last night. I'm pretty sure the first time I cut it, I did it upside down. So if you notice on this die, the ears at the top, they kind of go out straight to the sides. That's how you know you have it right side up. If it looks like they're kind of curved at the top, that's upside down, okay? See if I can show you a little bit better. Yeah. So if they're curved on the top, that's upside down. If the little ears are going straight out at the top, that's right side up, okay? And you'll be able to see it. It'll line up a lot better too. But it's so close that you could easily cut it upside down like I did. All right, so I think I need to cut this down actually. All right. Cut this really quick. Oh, I'm gonna cut down here. All right. And then we're just gonna stick this guy on here. Make sure he's good to go. So you guys getting excited about the catalog? Is there anything you're hoping to get your hands on first? I know items during the demonstrator pre-order have already started going on back order for the customer sales period. So be sure to check the inventory status when you can. But I think when I looked the other day, the Them Bones dies were on back order. The All About Autumn paper was on back order. I'm hoping they'll get like a shipment right before the catalog launch goes live and it won't be an issue. But if I find out anything's on back order, I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. Oops, I cut that a little crazy. Oh, I think I might have stamped a little too high, but that's okay. You can't even tell. It looks like it's supposed to. It's hard to stamp evenly and where you should when you have a camera right in the way. But that looks really good. Look how cute he is. Oh, I love him. Okay, so, excuse me. All right, so now we're gonna take our Smoky Slate and I'm gonna show you how to score that. And we have 3 pieces. This is that Them Bones ribbon. They're 3 1/4. This is 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, and 2 inches, okay? And then I have a little piece of basic white that's 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. And that's where we're gonna stamp our little trick or treat. And we can do that real quick actually while we're doing this. And this is the perfect size for this little trick or treat here. Ta-da! So cute. So all the stamping's done. All right, let me grab my paper trimmer out so we can go over what we need to score. All right, so this piece is 3.5 by 8.5. And again, the measurements, as always, will be on the blog post. Okay. And so 3.5 by 8.5. So on the long side here, we're gonna score at 1/2 inch. Grab my measurements here. 1/2 inch, 1 3/4 inch, 2 3/4, 4 and 5. So that's 4 and 5 inches. Okay. All right, so now we can just fold those all towards yourself. Take your bone folder and get a nice burnish on those edges, make them nice and crisp. All right. All right, so this is gonna fold up like this. So on this side, we're gonna take that 2 inch, that by 3 1/4 inch piece, and we're gonna adhere that right to the top there. It's not gonna go all the way to the bottom because this part is gonna end up folding over and covering that open section. So you can use liquid glue. I like Stampin' Seal Plus, so that's what I'm gonna use here. And then we're just gonna put that right there. I love this paper, it's so fun. All right, now with this part, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it over like this, okay? So this should be towards us, upside down, okay? So we have it like this, flip it towards yourself. Now this section here, if you have, the reason I did that is because if you have directional paper, this is the way it needs to go. It'll be right side up this way, and when we fold it, it'll go exactly where it needs to go. So those two sections, we're gonna put the paper, and these top two sections are gonna be tear and tape. So this little 1/2 inch notch up here, this little 1/2 inch panel is gonna get tear and tape. The next panel right below it's gonna get tear and tape. I put about 3 strips of tear and tape right here. So I do the 2 on the outer edge and 1 in the middle. And then with tear and tape, I always take my bone folder and kind of rub it to make sure it's nice and secure on the paper, okay? Now these pieces we can go ahead and secure. Again, they should be right side up, looking this way. Okay. Oops. Right here. Okay, so like I said, these top two panels, this is that little 1/2 inch panel. These two have tear and tape. These two have our designer series paper. And now if we flip it away from us, that piece of the big piece at the top has that other piece of designer series paper, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to take our tear and tape off. And you could put the little Dracula and the trick or treat on first. It doesn't really matter, whatever you're more comfortable with, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it together. Now, this is gonna go, let me show you sideways. So this is that last score line before the big panel here. This 1/2 inch piece is gonna go inside there. And then this tear and tape is gonna stick where, this tear and tape here is gonna stick where that blank spot is, okay? So you can, I just stick that down along that score line and then just fold it. If you just fold it in half so that you can see all of the designer series paper and you have that little piece right there and the piece on the back, but it'll fold flat like that, and then you can press it down and then it'll pop up, and that's where your little fun size treat holder will go. So fun, right? And you can fold it the other way too to make sure it's nice and even and stands up straight like it's supposed to. Okay, so now for our Dracula, we just need some dimensionals for our Dracula and our trick or treat. And then we'll put some candy in it and we will be done. Oh, thanks so much, Jean. Okay, so what I like to do actually is put the trick or treat on first, and I'll show you why in just a second. Let's get all these dimensionals on here. Oops, so sticky. I love Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I talk about it all the time, but it's really true. They have the best dimensionals. Okay, so our trick or treat is gonna go perfectly edge to edge. You're gonna have a little bit of a border all the way around the top, left, and right. If you do it that way, you'll have it perfectly lined up, just like that. So that little edge, bottom, left, and right, all the way around, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Dracula and we're gonna stick him kind of diagonal off to the side here, just like that. How cute. And then we'll stick our little Payday. I thought the colors went pretty well with that. And Paydays are delicious. I hadn't had one in forever. I ate it today. I was like, oh, it's really good. It's a little salty from the peanuts, a little sweet from the caramel on the inside. It was delicious. I love sweet and salty. So that's it. And again, like I said, I had, they have these little Snickers, the ghoulish green ones, and they work just fine. You're gonna have a lot of empty space though. You might be able to fit two. Let's see if we could fit two. No, not quite. It's a little too short for two of them. But maybe you could get those little mini ones and stick a little mini one in there too. There's probably enough room for that. Or you could just leave it like that and then you won't see any of the wrapping really on the end. Either way, but it is a little bit smaller than those 0.7 ounce Paydays. So the Payday fits in there perfectly. So just keep that in mind when you buy your candy, okay? But these are really cute and go perfect with the little Dracula. Hi, Lisa. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy this project. We're just finishing it up, but you'll be able to go back and watch the replay and anything that you missed here. So, oh, you're welcome, Kay. This is super, super fun. This would be great for coworkers, neighbors, little party favors. I love it. I think they're so much fun. And kids, I think, would have a blast with this. I think this is so fun. All right, guys. Well, like I said, don't forget about product shares. If you're interested, today's the last day. And then get your wish list ready for Wednesday. And don't forget to check out those online exclusives, okay? All right, guys. Well, have a great Labor Day holiday. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Have a great week. Be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.